So let's get to the big movie of the week because there's a lot of conversation. And this one is, of course, the highly anticipated Bob Marley One Love. And, of course, this film is based on the life of Robert Nesta Marley. And, you know, from his rise to fame until his death in 1981. And I'm just going to call BS on that, but I'll save it for a minute. It is not. No, I'm sorry.
No,
Hold on a second. Let me read what they wrote, and then I'm going to tell you the truth, right? What they wrote, Charles, is that Bob Marley One Love is from a story from Sopranos writer Terrence Winter and Frank E. Flowers, and it is based on the life of reggae singer and songwriter Bob Marley from his rise to fame until his death in 1981. The film stars Kingsley Ben-Adir as Marley alongside Lashana Lynch as Rita Marley and James Norton as Chris Blackwell. Now, I'm just going to call BS because the movie is not the story of his rise until his death in 1981. Now, those elements might have been in the film. The film was about 1976 to 1978.
Right,
with
3 years.
Flashbacks to when Bob was a kid and some forward shots.
It wasn't a forward shot. It was just the taglines that they put up at the end of the movie that talk
Right.
about
So-
stuff in the future.
Which is ironic because that was my issue with this movie.
Yeah.
Right? My issue with this movie going in is that and I promise you I'm not making this up. I am a Bob Marley stan. I know Bob Nesta Marley's story, right?
Right.
Backwards and forwards, right? All the songs. And what I will say going in is that this movie has several elements that I think work really, really well in the film, right? I think Kingsley Ben-Adir playing Bob Marley. Now, Bob Marley is hard to capture. The whole story
Instead of telling us the story.
Right. Instead of telling you the story, Shane, they moved the story all the way up to 1976 to the point where Bob is in Jamaica right before they tried to kill him, right? And that's where the movie starts, right? So then Bob sends his wife, played by Lashana Lynch, to
Wonderful
Delaware.
job that she does in the film.
He goes to London, and he's developing Exodus, which is his signature album, right? So the movie tells the story from that point to the point that he creates Exodus, comes back to Jamaica, and then is about to play the concert, and that's the movie, along with
About to play the concert.
About to play the concert.
Not
plays
playing the concert.
And we got a lot of backstory of Rita Marley introducing Bob to Rastafarianism. We have some of the elders. We have stories along the line. My issue with this film, and I could not articulate it like the day I saw it, I was like, it's something about this movie. I just can't put my finger on it. And what I figured out is that it was a film that needed a lot of Marley cooperation to get made. Like there's a lot of Marleys, right? Bob had 12 kids.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Marleys that had to sign off on this script. Martin Scorsese tried to make a Bob Marley film back in 2015. Couldn't get all of the Marley signatures on the script. So this is a good thing that they got all the Marleys, but it's a bad thing because the Bob they give us is not
so
the
watered down.
revolutionary
Yeah.
Bob. He's kind of like,
there's a reason why it's called One Love, because he's just like a lovey, peaceful.
It's not.
He's almost
not.
He's a
Bob.
Rastafarian hippie. That's
Pretty much. And the other thing is that they didn't want to put, because Bob had 12 kids, man. So Bob was out being Bob.
Yeah.
And the film doesn't show you that. The film has him with Rita during this time period, which might be true.
Okay.
But it's a very sanitized Bob.
Very, very
and
much
that's
so.
my issue with One Love. Now, the other thing that I was going to say that it had going for it is since the family signed off, it has all of Bob's music. The music is fire in the movie. The music, which, by the way, Chris Bowers did the score
Chris Bowers does
for
the
this
score.
movie. I'm like, when does Chris ever rest? Chris does the score. Did Chris do Origin?
He did Origin.
He did The Color Purple?
Yeah.
I love Chris. Now, I'm not hating Chris.
We love you, Chris.
Chris, you my dog.
We love you, man.
Chris is my man, but
take a nap.
bruh. Go on vacation. Turn some work down, bro. He is like the go-to scorer for every black movie.
Yeah.
So having said that, man, I'm a little disappointed in the Bob I got. Even down to that third act, man. Last scene in the movie, Charles. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I was like, word.
That's what you gotta do.
Shane, word. That's what we doing. That's how we gonna end the movie.
Yeah. Sorry.
When you write that, I've been writing it all my life. It's like word. Wow. So for in a 4-star category, this is 2.5 stars.
I need
2.5 stars.
I need letters.
Oh, you need letters?
I need letters.
Okay. That's a C+. That's a C+, man. I mean,